Hey guys, today I am here at Fishy Business in Singapore, an ADA fish store that is really nice. As you can see, this is a 180 cm tank right behind me. But we're gonna take a quick tour of this place. The entrance is over there, but we're gonna take a look over here and start off this tour. Over here you have ADA products, all the scissors, tweezers, the glass pipes, CO2 diffusers, and yeah, you have like a whole casing of stuff here. Right here is a nice little Paludarium. I think it may be a 45 cm tank, you can see. And there are some Tetras in here. You can see there's a Corydoras there and two Siamese algae eaters. But I love how the plants are growing out really nicely here. And it's using the Aqua Sky lighting. This is the ADA Dua lineup. Dua, I'm not so sure what it stands for, but they have some really interesting and cool stuff. So you can see the plants growing out again, kind of like moss gardens or terrariums, stuff like that. This one is really cool. You can see it's like a paludarium, and the rocks are nice, really big. I don't think there's any fish in there, and this is kind of cool as well. This is like some type of moss. And then over here you have a 60 cm with a glass stand, and you can see the canister filter. Oh, this is the CO2. That's the canister filter. So this is just the casing and the CO2 is inside. And the fish in here are really beautiful. These are pencil fish and they just look incredible. And then the plants here is also really nice. Look how green it is. It's like a forest. And then there's a glass lid here. And then next to this tank, there's a paludarium set up right here, using the Wabikusa wall, 60 cm. So yeah, look at the plants here. Really nice, really healthy. I think this light is the Aqua Sky moon. You can see the whole thing shines up, lights up. And again, I like the rocks in this. And here's one of the Dua Terra bases. This is probably one of the nicest Terra bases I've seen. You can just see the plants like growing around it, really nice. Might be some kind of fern in there. And here's a little Dua aquarium, a nano tank. So it comes with a filter in the back. The fish in here, I think, I'm not so sure what that is, some kind of golden tetra. And then over here you have another paludarium, a small one, and again, I love the greenness in this. It's the dark greens with the light greens, really nice. And then you have a neon tetra, a couple of them in here. And then over here, this is some of their Tropica plants in this fridge, and they've got a huge selection of them. So if you're in Singapore and you're looking for tissue culture plants, here's the place. And next to the fridge you've got these garden mats from ADA, as well as some CO2 tubing, the pressure resistant tubes in different colors. So that's pretty interesting that you can choose the colors. And these are really good because they absorb the shock, so it really protects your aquarium. And then you've got some magazines and the Aqua Journals, which is very popular. I think ADA releases this every month, so you can keep up to date. And over here, you've got I think this is a 90 cm tank, and I love the green in this. The one over there is kind of going through maintenance right now, but I do have clips of it in its good state, so I'll show you that. But let's take a look at this first. The Bucephalandra in this tank, and all the fish are just amazing. The platinum Rummy nose tetras, the colors are just insane. And then there's some kind of emperor tetra. I'm not so sure what it's called, but if you guys know, definitely comment down below. And I think this is one of my favorite tanks here. You can see it's running CO2. And then I think this is some kind of variegated Anubias. Anubias is probably my favorite plant out there. If we take a look over there, I think this tank is being reset right now, so I'll show you the clips that I got earlier, but there are some really nice Pristella Tetras in there, the balloon variant, and look at the Alternanthera rhinechia. I think that's what it is. But let's go over there, take a look at how big this thing is, and the fish in there. The Congo Tetras, they look small, but these fish are pretty large size. I'll show you some Congo Tetras that are small later. But you can just see the colors and the finnage of these fish are just incredible. And then you've got the red line torpedo fish as well as some black neon tetras in this tank. And I just love how the Congo Tetras use every inch of space in this tank. Really nice. And look at all the stem plants. So I think it just got trimmed not so long ago. You can kind of see the stem plants in the back. Cut a bit short. I really like the sand path here. Alright, let's take a look over here. So, this section here is rocks and wood. So this is really nice. You have like a 4-foot long, 120 cm space to work with. So if you're gonna buy some driftwood and rocks, you can kind of make a layout here, a hardscape, and see if you like it or not. And you even have this brush to play around with. Alright, so let's take a look at some of the rocks. So you see some really nice selections. You have all the lava rock types, the Seiryu stone, and you have all the twisty wood, all the wood at the top up there. Look at these stones. And then you have the weighing scale, of course, to calculate the price. Over here, the fish section, the plants, all the aquatic plants. Take a look at all these aquatic plants here. And then you also have your Paludarium plants. I'm not so sure what they're called, terrestrial plants. I have no idea. If you know what those types of plants are called, comment down below. But let's take a look at some of the plants here. Look, you can even see they're growing out of the water, which is really, really nice. Down below, what do they have? Is that some kind of red lotus? All these moss on rocks, and then java fern. Oh my, these are the java fern tridents, the Microsorum trident. Really cool looking java fern, and they look amazing. And there's so many of them. And then over here, just a full tank of Bucephalandra. Just amazing. And look at the barbs. I think these are the rosy barbs with the long fins. And then some penguin tetras as well. I just love this, like a garden of Bucephalandra. And down below, now you have a garden of Anubias. Amazing. Two tanks that I didn't show you. The one at the entrance right here, you can see it's covered up. This is the entrance. You come up using a lift and you're greeted with this tank, but today we can't see it. And that's because this tank is going for the IAPLC contest, the competition. Maybe in the future we can come back and see this thing, but you can see it's definitely gonna be a masterpiece. And right here you've got a 60 cm tank with the ADA garden stand. Really nice stand here, running with CO2 canister filter, and then there's some cardinal tetras in this tank. Alright, and another tank I didn't show you guys is the one that's over there, and that's a 120 cm tank, and this one too is going for a contest, so maybe in the near future we can come back and check how this tank looks. But I guarantee you that is gonna be a beautiful tank, and take a look at that. And be reset, so maybe we can come back and see how that tank looks like in the future. These right here are some of the awards that the owner has won in the IPLC, the International Aquatic Plants Layout Contest in Japan, held by ADA, so that is really some amazing stuff. Hit the thumbs up if you guys enjoyed this video, and subscribe if you're new here, and also let me know if you want me to come back and show you guys the IPLC tanks in the future. But until then, I'll see you guys next time.